Hey everyone, my name is Mike. I'm going to be talking about how everyone's dead without Christ, and we're going to be reading in Ephesians 2 1 through 10. So if you have a Bible, feel free to follow along with us and open up to that. So, first things first, everyone starts out dead even when you're born. This is because without God, you're living in a sinful life. In Ephesians 2 1, it says, "As for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sins." So this basically means that from the start, there's nothing you could have done about it, but you've been dead ever since you've been. This dates all the way back to Adam and Eve, since the forbidden fruit was eaten by Adam. That screwed up the whole lineage for the rest of the world, and that's why to this day everyone's born without being saved. If he didn't eat the fruit, then we would have been and everything would have been dandy and fun. But thanks to Adam and Eve, that didn't happen. So Ephesians, like I said before, is basically saying that being dead is equivalent to living without Christ, and living without Christ is a very sinful life. So we all ought to be encouraged by this and try not to live a sinful life and leave it up to God. So we also all live around people who are dead. Think about in your schools and your place of work, how many people don't know Christ there. Those are all people who are dead. I know it sounds like crazy and like super dramatic, but it's true. Like 70% of the world claim that they're Christians, but I bet 50% of them aren't even saved. That's how I feel, because there's a lot of people in my schools and a lot of people that I know from even church who say they're Christians, but half of them don't even know Christ like a lot of my friends do. And in the Bible, it says that Him giving us life isn't just something that we should take for granted. They describe it as a gift. So gifts aren't everyday things that you receive. Like, you have to realize that gifts are something super special, especially if they're from God. Like when you get a gift for Christmas or for your birthday, that's something that only comes around once a year. So obviously that's something special to you. So Christ gives you this gift of life that He doesn't give you every single day. He gives it to you once, and it satisfies you for the rest of your days. And finally, God says that we are His handiwork. As I was saying again before, that when we get saved, we shouldn't live our life for us because He gave us life. We should go out and do things for Him. So I'm going to read real quick Ephesians 2:10. "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good, which God prepared in advance for us to do." This basically shows that God uses us for His good and that we are His handiworkers, and He places us strategically in places where He knows we're going to do well in. Like where you're born, you might live in Pennsylvania like I do. God placed me here in Pennsylvania so I could do work in Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia. Maybe you were placed in California in Santa Monica, and you're placed there so you can do great things for Him there. Or you can even live in nowhere in Montana or something. No offense to people from you in Montana, but if you live in Montana, maybe there's something you can do out there. Well, not maybe, there is. When God gives us work, He basically wants to reach out to others and bless others with His gifts. So that means it could be actually a variety of things. It could be blessing others just by, if a kid in your class you see is struggling, just go up to him and ask him if he needs any help. And maybe from that you guys can build a relationship and eventually start sharing your personal lives and maybe even start sharing God. And if you're part of a youth group, maybe bring them out to youth group. It's all about helping others and them seeing that you have a Christly passion and that they want to have what you have. And God says that He already prepared us for what we're going to be doing in advance. So this means that God doesn't say, "Oh," in your life, He doesn't say, "Oh, look at that person, maybe you should go help them." I think that, yeah, that would actually be a good idea if you help them. No, He designed that person to walk by you at a certain time, and He prepared you to be able to share with them. Alright, so hopefully I didn't get off topic too much today, but I hope you guys learned something today, and I hope you tune in next week. I'm going to be trying to do these videos every Friday, so stay tuned and I'll have them up sometime throughout the day. If I miss a day, then I promise I'll try to do it the next day, and if I don't, then I do give you permission to yell at me. And I also want you guys to either private message or comment any questions you have, and eventually down the road I think I'm going to be answering all these questions you guys have with a couple of my friends. We're going to get them all in the room, and we're just going to kind of talk about them and share our opinions on them. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and just have a great day. God bless.